so often when we have difficulty starting something new, it's usually like overwhelm or fear, or there's always something, right? But then we'll hear people say in that context, just get started. You'll never be ready. Just start. And I feel like that's still kind of weighted, especially if we are feeling overwhelmed or we're feeling nervous or whatever it is. I want to offer a little bit of a reframe on this. And I'm going to give an example, but the context doesn't matter because we're going to apply it to a whole lot of things. I've just been dabbling with content creation, editing. I've just been playing around with it because I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do, right? Well, I had this idea, and I actually uploaded this a few days ago, and I would not have been able to like get it out of my brain and out into the world had I not been just playing around with editing, had I not been playing around with like listening to different types of music that I could use for it, if I hadn't been doing all of those things, right? And I wasn't coming at it from a place of it being serious before, right? Because I was just playing around with it and I was just, experimenting just for the fun of it, right? Without any kind of like real outcome. It was more just like, I'm curious about this thing, I want to try it out. And while I still had a lot of technical difficulties and I still had a lot of things I needed to learn in that process, because I had already been exposed to so many of those potential techniques and those ways of editing, it was actually far less painful than if I was starting completely from scratch. And so that's just like one example, right? But like in terms of things like fitness, it could just be like, maybe you're a little overwhelmed at like trying to start a program or trying to like commit to a routine fully. Just dip your toe. You can dip your toe, just take a walk on your lunch break, or, dabbling in like little things like that. Or here on YouTube, there are so many like fun and short even, workouts available just for free to try and just play around. So you may not even know what kind of fitness you like or what you want to do really. But you can just play around with it. And then when you do have an idea, or there is something that you really get interested in, you've already kind of set this habit in motion. You've already kind of put, what am I trying to say? You already have that habit, that action at the top of mind. So you're already used to taking that action. So creating a fitness habit isn't as hard because you've already been moving around. You've already been like doing little things here and there. So it doesn't even always have to be about the outcome. It can just be dabbling in things to set you up for what might happen later. And these things all come in seasons too, right? So, I mean, there are seasons where I'm just like, I do not even want to pick up this camera. And then there are seasons in which I'm bursting with ideas, right? So I feel like there's you can apply this to so many things throughout life, and trying to just like enjoy your life and start something new and have fun. And I think a lot of times the overwhelm is the waiting until we think we're ready. When really you can just play around and do stuff no one has to know. Like no one has to know that you're creating things. No one needs to, be involved in any kind of like fitness journey if you don't want them to be. Like you don't have to go that direction. And so it's just really connecting with yourself and like really like having a good time for good time's sake. And then when you are ready for something, you're in it. Like you're solid. Like you're closer, way closer, because those tiny things, man, they add up. And it's so wild to me how every time I've practiced this, it's worked out awesome. It's always worked out awesome. Yeah, there's still obstacles. There's still lots of things to learn. There's still lots of everything. But I find that it's so much easier to take action because I've been exposed to it, because I've already been doing the thing for fun. And so when I do want to do something a little bit bolder, a little bit more involved, a little bit braver, it's so much easier. So I just wanted to offer that little bit of reframe because, oh man, the amount of times that I've wanted to do things and I got into overwhelm, overthinking, comparison, the whole nine. Oh my God. It has been absolutely wild. And it has just taken me, I don't know, like I've really been kind of diving more into this in the last several years, really. And it's like I just keep proving to myself time and time and time again that I can do things as long as I just keep learning. I keep moving, I keep experimenting, keep playing around. Like there's so much fun to be had in life. And getting wrapped up in other people's opinions or getting wrapped up in how it should look, thinking outside the box. Like that is magical. And it's like it takes practice, but getting to that place where like you're just comfortable goofing around. Like you're just comfortable like being your silly person, being the silly person you are. I am. I should speak for myself here, but yeah. Anyway, I guess I just wanted to share that because every time I hear just start, it makes me just, ugh. It's very cringe to me, I guess. And I wanted to offer that perspective because that is something that has really worked. And especially like if you're a procrastinator, oh my God. If you're a procrastinator, like I found for myself that procrastinating a lot of times just had to deal with the fact that I didn't want to do something. I didn't want to commit the brain space or the brain energy to learning something new. But if I was just playing around and I wasn't really actively learning, just playing around and just things get in your head. Like you learn like different tips all the time. We're constantly taking in information. So I just wanted to kind of make that a little bit more joyful, a little less daunting, a little less dramatic, because it seems like there's just a lot of drama in our heads a lot of times, in my head. I mean, I don't know. I might be making this video just for me. I don't know. But I think it's a really good reminder because, again, I'll link that video, but that whole process of making that video was so fun, even though there were so many frustrating parts. There's so many frustrating parts. Oh my God. But overall, it was just so fun. And I was really like proud of it. I was really proud that I got myself through all that frustration thanks to all of the practice that I had just messing around before. So yeah, actually, hold on. We're almost to the river. Let's show you that because it's really pretty today. Be kind to yourself. You got this. I'll see you soon.